Good evening. It is Wednesday, November 8th, and it's 6 p.m. At this time, I would like to open the Mashpee Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for this evening. First, I would like to mention that this meeting is being televised on local cable network Channel 8. Second, I would like to announce that Chairman Ronald Bonvy is not present at today's meeting, and I, Sharon Sangalier, Vice Chair, will be proceeding over tonight's proceedings. In addition to myself, Board Member Bill Blaisdell, Jonathan Furbush, Scott Goldstein are here, in addition to Associate Board Member Charlie Reedy, who will be voting on all the hearings tonight. In addition to the board members, the following people are seated at the table. Mary Ann Romero, Administrative Board Secretary, who stepped out for a moment. David Morris, Building Commissioner and Zoning Enforcement Officer. If we could rise to recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would like to officially start the meeting by opening up to public comment. Does anyone have a public comment regarding to anything not related to any of the agenda items tonight? If yes, please check in with Mary Ann, the Board Administrative Secretary, and you may have 3 minutes to speak your topic.
Looks like none.
No. All right. Charlie, would you like to read the first hearing for tonight?
I will. For the meeting of November 8th, 2023 of the Mashpee Zoning Board of Appeals, the first item for new hearings is 48 Greenwood Road. Petitioners Joyce A. and Daniel Masters request a variance under 17431 of the zoning bylaws to allow for construction of retaining walls on property located in the R3 zoning and Papaneset overlay districts, map 117, parcel 323, Mashpee, Mass. Owner of record Joyce A. Masters as trustee of the Greenwood Trust. And we have a letter relative to that from Attorney Christopher Corain, dated November 8th, 2023, to Mr. Ronald Bonvy, Chairman, Ray 48 Greenwood Road. Dear Chairman Bonvy, as you know, we now represent the owners of the property referenced above. It is hereby requested that tonight's hearing on this matter be continued to December 13th, 2023. Thank you for your attention. Very truly yours, Attorney Christopher Corain.
Do I have a motion?
We have a motion.
Motion to continue,
2 is the date? We assume the
December
date, okay.
13th.
Okay, I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Easy enough.
Okay. Charlie, would you like to read in the first continued hearing?
Relative to continued hearings for the date of November 8, 2023. 108 Captain's Row. Owners Nicholas M. and Kathy DeGiusto. Trustees request a written finding under 17417 and 17433 of the zoning bylaws to allow for replacement of an access timber stairway and a lower deck to dock on property located in an R3 zoning district, map 96, parcel 16, Mashpee, Mass., continued from October 11th, 2023.
Okay.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board, Attorney Christopher Corain representing Nicholas and Kathy DeGiusto. We are here tonight for under 17433 and 17417 for simply a replacement of stairs down to the dock. So this has been continued a couple times because it has not been approved by conservation yet. However, in consultation with the building and department, they felt that this was the type of project that could go before this board tonight, even without the conservation approval. As I say, there's no structure, home or additions being proposed. This is simply replacing some rotted stairs down to the water. These stairs will be reviewed by David to be building code compliant. Obviously, it will be a benefit to the resource area because they'll be lifted off the ground, so you won't be walking. So, I think in this particular case, I think this could be something that this board could approve, even though it's still making its way through conservation.
Yeah, well, it's obviously pre-existing non-conforming, so it gets by that.
Right.
And David, do you have any?
Yeah, well, I would just say, as far as, my understanding is that the holdup from conservation is for the dock, which it doesn't come to our purview anyway. So I believe that we can rule on the stairs, so these stairs can be repaired and made it safe, and they can get a permit. And that's all we're concerned about.
And just condition it on conservation approval if we were to make a recommendation?
Sure, but whatever. But, it's not it's not the dock. The proposal includes a dock, which does not come to us.
Charlie, can you read department comments?
Yes, relative to the Board of Health, no comment. Relative to the zoning, strike the Conservation Commission. Relative to 108 Captain's Row, continue to December 7th conservation hearing to allow time for a survey plan to be drafted. And I believe that's all.
Does anyone in the audience have any comments?
Board of Health as, no, they don't have any comments.
Would someone like to make a motion to close public comment?
So moved.
I'll
All's in
second.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Is Scott or Charlie reading the motions?
Charlie was.
Charlie, okay. Charlie, would you like to read the motion in regards to 108 Captain's Row?
I will. Let me just ask a question before I get into that. Relative to the conservation hearing, it says, continued to December 7th conservation hearing to allow time for a survey plan to be drafted. Should I just make it a condition subject to that?
Sure.
Yes.
And just leave it at that?
Right.
Yep.
I think that's fine.
Approval by conservation, right?
Right.
Okay. Happy to. Yeah. 108 Captain's Row. Make a motion relative to 108 Captain's Row. Owners Nicholas M. and Kathy DeGiusto. Trustees request a written finding under 174-17 and 174-33 of the zoning bylaws to allow for replacement of an access timber, stairway, and lower deck to dock on property located in an R3 zoning district, map 96, parcel 16, Mashpee, Mass, with the following conditions. 1, the board has determined that the applicant meets all the conditions under Mass General Laws. I'm sorry, I think there's some words. The board has determined that the applicant meets all the conditions of a written finding? Under Mass General Laws 48, Section 6. 2, site work plan, title, proposed timber tie steps and lower deck, general site notes prepared for Nick and Kathy DeGiusto, 108 Captain's Row, Mashpee, Mass, proposed steps and a lower deck, date 6/10/2023, drawn and prepared by Mark McAllister, McAllister Building, Inc., scale 1/8 inch equals 1 foot. 3, condition on all town department comments read into the record, including but not limited to the Conservation and Board of Health Department comments, and condition upon approval by the Conservation Commission. Number 4, the board finds under Section 174-17 and Section 174-33 setback from wetlands that the proposed access timber stairway and lower deck to dock is not is not substantially more detrimental to the pre-existing non-conforming structure or use to the neighborhood.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great, thank you very much.
Okay. More paperwork to sign. Give her those, she'll stamp them.
Where do I sign? Right here? Oh, right here.
Two things to remember.
All right,
Leave it right there.
all right.
You get the stamp plan? Yes.
Do it.
Here, I'll just leave all
Stamp
the
the
stuff
plan.
here.
Yeah,
Here,
do
get
you need
it.
those plans back, stamping?
Yeah, send them back.
Okay.
Okay. We good?
All right. Charlie, would you like to read in the next new
Yes,
continuing?
Sharon. The next is 61 Shoestring Bay Road. Petitioner 61 Shoestring Bay Road LLC requests a variance under 17433 of the zoning bylaws setback from wetlands to allow for construction of a new single-family dwelling and attached garage on property located in an R3 zoning district. Willow Bend Development, map 84, parcel 35, Mashpee, Mass., continued from October 11, 2023 hearings. And we have a letter from Attorney Christopher Corain relative to that dated November 6, 2023. Addressed to Ronald Bonvy, Chairman. Dear Mr. Bonvy, it's requested that the applicants be permitted to withdraw the request for a variance without prejudice, as the project has not been approved by the Conservation Commission. Thank you in anticipation of your cooperation. Very truly yours, Attorney Christopher J. Corain.
Charlie, would you make a motion to continue
And
Shoestring Bay?
in
No,
accordance
it's
with
not
the,
gonna- they withdraw it.
No, it's going to be a
Withdrawing.
withdrawal.
in accordance with the request of counsel, I move that the applicants be permitted to withdraw their request for a variance without prejudice.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you.
easy enough. Nothing signed, right?
No.
You go right.
Charlie, will you read in the next continued hearing?
Yep. And moving right along. 66 Massasoit Avenue, owners Patrick M. and Sharon M. O'Connor request a written finding under 174-17 and 174-33 of the zoning bylaws to allow for construction of a second-story addition, alteration, and extension to a pre-existing non-conforming structure on property located in an R3 zoning district, map 72, parcel 30, Mashpee, Mass., continued from October 11, 2023 hearings.
Okay.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. Again, for the record, Attorney Christopher Corain, representing Patrick and Sharon O'Connor, owners of 66 Massasoit. Mr. O'Connor is with me again tonight. At the last hearing, we presented this project. The board was concerned because the addition on Massasoit was going to have a setback of 0.7, which would have increased the existing nonconformity, which is 3.3. We have revised those plans, and we've actually improved the setback. We're now at 3.5 as proposed. So that actually improves the setback, the nonconformity, or it doesn't worsen the nonconformity that already exists, which is 3.3.
I believe there's an overhang, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
David, any issues with that overhang?
I don't know. I don't have any.
I did have a question. Were there drywalls being installed?
With the what?
Drywalls catch the runoff of the roof so it doesn't go in the pond.
I don't see any dry wells that are proposed on this one, but if the board were to condition a dry well, I don't think that that would be an issue. I don't see that.
Conservation didn't?
They didn't.
No.
Right across the street from the water, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Connet
in the-
Drive.
It's in the 50-foot buffer.
Right. So,
Yeah, I would think that I'm surprised they didn't ask for dry wells.
yeah.
What does conservation say? Have we read it? No issues?
They just ignored it.
Yeah, I have Conservation Commission approved an RDA permit application at 7/13/23 meeting.
Do we mind conditioning it for drywalls?
No, I think that's fine.
I think that's a good idea.
Absolutely. Condition on dry wells, keep all the water on the property.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Can you include that, Charlie?
Yeah, let me just get the,
What other comments do we have?
Just to control roof runoff.
Scott, is there, or can someone read the other department comments? Does Catherine have any comments, or? Or,
Board of Health to
Board of
remain
Health?
2-bedroom in the Zone H, no comment.
Okay. Catherine doesn't have anyone because the condition of the road is not very good over there. The road is caving into John's Pond.
I don't see anything.
No?
So you read Board of Health, right?
Did.
And Conservation says approved.
Right?
Right,
That's been read.
and I'm just looking for the motion.
Got more paper on it.
Yeah. And Dave, do you have any comments on this property?
I'm good with it.
You're good with it, okay. Do we have a butters letters? Or did we read them in last time?
No, all you had last time was you had two abutters who came to the meeting in support of the project. I don't know if there was anything actually written by any butters, but
Have they?
there were two abutters who came in support.
I think this might be it.
I have it.
Oh, you got it.
Yep. Yep. Does anyone have any public comment on this project?
Do we have to close public?
We're going to do that. Will someone make a motion to close public comment?
I'll make a motion that we close public comment on this hearing.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Charlie, you ready?
I think I am, just a minute. I would just make sure I have the other condition. Condition on erection of drywall to keep runoff on the property.
Yes.
All right.
Roof runoff.
Roof runoff.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Gotcha. All right, motion relative to 66 Massasoit Avenue. Owners Patrick M. and Sharon M. O'Connor request a written finding under 174-17 and 174-33 of the zoning bylaws to allow for construction of a second-story addition, alteration, and extension to a pre-existing non-conforming structure on property located in an R3 zoning district, map 72, parcel 30, Mashpee, Mass, with the following conditions. Number one, the board has determined that the applicant meets all the conditions of a written finding under Mass General Laws 40A, Section 6. Number two, site plan prepared for Sharon O'Connor, project 66 Massasoit Ave, Mashpee, Mass, sheet number 1 of 1, date August 15, 2023, drawn by JVB, scale 1 inch, equals 20 feet. Checked by RLR-MC, prepared by Cape and Islands Engineering, stamped and signed by Matthew C. Costa, number 52282, revision date 10/15/23, revised addition to include a 2-foot cantilever. Number 3, building plans, page 1, front view and add second floor. Page 2, right side view, page 3, back view, page 4, left side view and second floor, page 5, first floor plan modification, page 6, second floor plan addition, page 7, cross-section, page 8, second floor joist, cross-section over existing bedroom, page 9, existing foundation, proposed addition, page 10, roof details, scale 1/4 inch equals 1 foot, revision date 10/16/2023, page 10A, deck details. Condition on all town department comments read into the record, including but not limited to the Board of Health and Conservation Department comments. 5, any changes to the plans will require the applicant to return to this board. Number 6, the board finds that the proposed project is not substantially more detrimental than the pre-existing non-conforming structure to either the town or the neighborhood. Condition 7, condition on erection of drywall to keep roof runoff on the property.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great, thank you.
Very good. Good luck. More stamping. You should be home before 6:30.
I know, right?
I'm not as long-winded either.
So is she done stamping?
Well, she's still stamping. I did. I thought there was another one to sign, no? Is there another one to sign? Charlie, will you read the next continued
I
hearing?
will. The next is in reference to 42 Wheeler Road. Owner Marcio de Jesus requests a special permit under 174-17.1 and 174-33 of the zoning bylaws to raise an existing single-family dwelling and replace it with a new single-family dwelling on property located in the R5 zoning district, map 57, parcel 7, Mashpee, Mass., continued from October 25th, 2023. And we have a letter from Attorney Christopher Corain relative to 42 Wheeler Road to Chairman Ron Bonvy, November 1st, 2023. Dear Chairman Bonvy, as you know, we represent the owners of the property referenced above. It is hereby requested that the hearing scheduled for November 8th, 2023 be continued to December 13th, 2023, as the applicant will not be appearing before the Conservation Commission until November 16th, 2023. Pursuant to Mass General Laws, Chapter 40A, Section 15 of the applicant hereby agrees to extend the time in which the board has to render a decision to December 31st, 2023. Thank you for your attention. Very truly yours, Attorney Christopher J. Corain.
Is it 31st or 13th?
The hearing date is the 13th, but I've given the board a little bit of wiggle room to to buffer a decision, just to kind of protect everybody.
So, yeah, you want to continue until,
December 13th, but I'm extending the time for the board to make a decision until December 31st.
so we have to vote on that, don't we?
Yes.
So we need a motion on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to-
All right,
Accept his-
relative to the request of council, a motion relative to 42 Wheeler Road, that the hearing scheduled for November 8th, 2023, before the Zoning Board of Appeals be continued until December 13th, 2023, and that the time within which the Zoning Board of Appeals has to render a decision relative to 42 Wheeler Road is extended to December 31st, 2023.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Easy enough.
All right. Charlie, would you like to read the last hearing
I
of
will.
the evening?
Very good. The last hearing scheduled for November 8th, 2023 is relative to 50 Evergreen Circle. Owner, Chapter Closed LLC, requests a special permit under 174-25, 174-25G14, and 174-24C2, 174-45.6, 174-37, and 174-41M of the zoning bylaws to allow for construction of 9,672 square foot contractor bay warehouse metal building on property located in the I-1 and Light Industrial Overlay District, map 19, parcel 10-5, Mashpee, Mass., continued from October 25th, 2023.
Did I
Hearing.
say 50? Oh, okay.
I need an extra one.
Oh, okay, perfect. They said 50. All right, perfect. There we go. Great.
Yep.
Good, perfect, thanks. Good evening again, Madam Chair, members of the board. For the record, Attorney Christopher Corain, representing the applicant and owner of the property, Chapter Closed LLC. This is property at 50 Evergreen Circle, located in the I-1 industrial zone, the I-1 zoning district in the Light Industrial Overlay District. We're seeking a special permit for a contractor bay building and relief from the parking requirements of having the green within the parking areas and parking areas in the rear, although those are on the side, so I don't think we need that necessarily. But either way, typical of your standard metal buildings that you have seen being developed on Evergreen Circle. This project has gone through site plan review and design review. Their recommendations have been incorporated in this design plan. This project has also been reviewed by Ed Pesci. I believe that there is correspondence between him and the board stating that he has reviewed everything and he is satisfied with the plans that are being submitted to this board for approval. The building itself meets all your minimal dimensional requirements. There's no variances required. The building itself is 9,672 square feet. Eight bays is proposed for this. The lot is 110,000 square feet. So again, we meet all the board's minimal dimensional requirements. And again, this is very typical of what you've seen and what you have approved on Evergreen Circle. So Mark Dibb is with me tonight to answer any questions. We have sufficient parking for the lot. There really not much to it, so happy to answer any questions.
How many parking spots are required, and how many do you have?
Yeah, I can let Mark.
Save me an hour trying to find.
I know, it is.
They're right on the front cover, bottom left.
Might be, but why don't you tell us?
I see it.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Right. Yeah, I think we had to add some parking at Ed Pesci's request, so.
Yeah, he wanted us to.
So it's all in Petchy's reports?
Yeah, and the plans have been revised to,
Yeah, we ended up revising it to manufacturing or other industrial
Yeah.
1.5 space per 1,000.
31 spaces.
Yeah, so.
Yep.
and we provided 31.
Tell me about the open space.
Right. So when this went before site plan review, the open space was originally, I think, proposed as just a dirt sandy area. Based upon the recommendations of the Director of Community Development and Site Plan, that was not an acceptable surface. So we have put that as a gravel surface and will just be simply bulk storage. So, and that's been reviewed for drainage by Ed Pesci as well.
Okay, so you say bulk storage. Open space means what?
It's just the rest of the lot. I mean, it's not.
Okay, so it actually, open space belongs to Lot 6?
Do you mean this right here? This word open space?
Yeah, where it looks like,
Yeah, so there's actually however wide this is, 20 foot, there's actually an open space parcel
right,
that provides access to a large
Oh.
open space in the back.
Okay.
got it. So that's for public to walk out there.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, so we're not touching that, that has nothing to do with us. That's an
Got it.
already.
So you guys don't own that?
No, that's correct.
And in
Got it.
fact, we've provided, there's a post and rail fence and also some very specific signage to keep us on our lot and open space on their lot.
Great. Now, I know you went to design review because I was there. And it looks like you're going to have shutters on the windows, is that correct?
That is correct.
And is there a landscape plan here somewhere?
The landscape is included in sheet 3, the colored plan. And there's a number of trees and landscaping in front, as well as some landscaping along.
Is that on this right here?
Yeah,
Right, if you look at the-
page 3, yeah.
If you look at the plan that is on the board here, that'll show you the landscaping and greenery.
Oh, up there.
John, it's on this big plan right here.
Yep.
Easier to see that on that.
So everything in green, huh? Mm-hmm. And no sign is proposed at this time?
We do have a placeholder for one, but I believe there'll be a
there's no-
separate, there'll be a
right.
separate sign package coming.
To design review. Right, so there was no specific design of a sign that was approved by design review, so just a sign location.
Got it. And I assume there's a lighting plan on here somewhere?
Yes, there was a photometric plan that was reviewed by Ed Pesci.
And he likes it?
He liked it, yep, he reviewed it, there were some questions that was revised, so yes, he gave his stamp of approval.
Okay, and I see there's a dumpster, concrete dumpster, and recycle pad with fence and screening.
Yep.
Got it. So it's gonna be 8 bays, right?
That is correct.
Is there like a main office for this project, or?
No, just
Each
contractor
bay
bays.
could have a small little room, but nothing right now.
Got it. And I assume there's bathroom facilities, et cetera, in each one?
Correct. Should be on.
And I'm sure that's all been gone over by Board of Health, et cetera.
Well, let's see what it says.
Does anyone else have any comments?
Nope.
Sean, are you set, or you got more comments?
I'm just looking.
Okay,
Yeah, why don't you read the comments?
all right.
Board of Health, no comment.
What about conservation?
Not within the wetlands jurisdiction on one thing, then I saw something else
Yeah,
from.
I have it here, Scott.
from Dan.
Relative to Dan Kent, the Conservation Commission, the plan for 50 Evergreen Circle protects the conservation open space with the infiltration basin in the back, open space signage, and the fence along the open space property lines. Plantings are appropriate in the case of changes to plantings location or selection, contact conservation for review. Now, those comments were all incorporated ultimately in the design that has been furnished to us.
That is correct.
Okay. So that
I
doesn't have...
think Evan had something to say also.
Well, that would be in plan review. Does someone want to read the minutes of plan review in regards to just this property?
Well, I'll read the information from Evan. I don't know if it's from plan review. Okay. This is from Evan Lyra, and he's the town planner, and he also has a new title, and I'm not sure what it is right at the moment.
Director of Community Development, I believe.
There you go. All right, this email is dated October 24th, 2023 at 1:19 PM, and it's to Mary Ann Rivera. Hi, Mary Ann. The plan submitted satisfactorily addresses my concerns. I was concerned in PR, plan review, I guess, that the westerly portion of the lot that was proposed to remain vacant showed no intended use and no treatment, such as with pavement or with loam and seed. Given the plan did not show an intended use, I recommend that the plan show looming and seeding of that portion of the lot. The resubmitted plan prescribes a use for that portion of the lot as excess storage/parking. I have no issues with this so long as its construction and stormwater measures are demonstrated to be consistent with the requirements of the zoning bylaw. Thanks, Evan Lyra.
And so, as I said earlier, originally, I think when it went before evidence concerns was it was just being left as like a sandy area. But now we've proposed gravel, like a gravel spot area, and that has been reviewed by Ed Pesci. So, yes.
I have plan review in front of me. 50 Evergreen Circle, Mr. Lehrer made a motion to recommend the proposal be presented with the following conditions. The open space parcels should have rebar set at appropriate locations along the property boundary with a cap and a sign indicating open space parcel do not disturb. The turning radius at the driveway entrance on the property be widened in consideration of the DPW director's comments. The design of the septic system be amended to consider additional employees if the proposal is increased from 6 to 8 bays. The existing vacant portion of the site to the west of the parcels be seeded and loomed with 6 inches of material in accordance with conservation seed mix recommendations. A split rail fence be installed along the north and west parking areas where it is developed. The building will have a sprinkler system installed. A Knox box will be required with a locked gate. The plans be amended to adequately show the number of contractors' bays. And are there comments from design review?
I think that covers it.
I think we include that in the motion.
Yeah, it is included.
I'm all set.
Okay.
We include everything.
Dave, do you have any comments on this?
No, it seems complete.
All right. I also would like to mention there is a bill.
Okay.
There's a bill.
Oh,
from
we do that. we do
yeah.
that After or now?
There is a bill.
The board has to approve that.
Do we do it now or,
We would have to motion.
Okay.
yeah?
All right. So,
And I don't think but you hold the building permit until that bill is paid?
all right. Do we need,
Yes.
okay.
No,
Do we have any public comment?
No.
Okay.
Maybe they're hiding.
They're hiding, okay. Do we need to read in Ed's summary?
I don't,
We should do that.
what summary?
Ed Pesci's summary.
Oh, not all of his correspondence.
No, this is just, this is
October
summary.
26th.
There's a summary.
The last one.
Yeah, but the summary is like on page 6 or something.
This is only a two-page thing.
All right, what's the date of it?
Well, there's one from October 21st and one from October 26th.
They address different things. They don't all,
Can you just include them?
I mean, I would say the most important thing is
But
that
actually-
at this point, Ed's signed off on the plans, so.
no, actually what we have is we have condition on the comments and recommendations submitted by Pesci Engineering peer review dated October 21 and October 26. That covers it.
Okay.
We have the reports.
I think we just include them and stamp them.
Yeah. Include the
Exactly.
reports and stamp them.
That'll work, right?
Okay?
All right. Does someone want to make a motion to close public comment?
Motion made to close public comment.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Charlie, would you like to make a motion?
Aye, ma'am. Make a motion relative to 50 Evergreen Circle, owner Chapter Closed LLC, requests a special permit under 17425, 17425G14, 17424C2, 17445.6, 17437, and 17441M. Excuse me, of the zoning bylaws to allow for the construction of a 9,672 square foot contractor bay warehouse metal building on property located in the I-1 and Light Industry Overlay District, map 19, parcel 10-5, Mashpee, Mass, with the following conditions. Motion. Number one, the board has determined that the applicant meets all the conditions of the special permit under Mass General Laws 48, Section 9. Number two, proposed site development plan prepared for Nicholas A. Pastore, Project 50, Evergreen Circle, Mashpee, Mass., date August 30th, 2023, sheet 1, cover sheet. Sheet 2, existing conditions. Sheet 3, layout and landscape plan. Sheet 4, grading and utility plan. Sheet 5, septic plan. Sheet 6, photometric plan. Sheet 7, construction details. Revision date 10/10/23. Revisions per site plan and design review. Stamped and signed by Mark D. Dibb, Professional Engineering, number 459.
Hold on 1 second.
1 second.
There was a final revision of 11/2/23.
Just the bill.
Review 11/2/23, coordinate tree size notes. Yeah, that's on there. On the motion.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
What's the date of the final?
It's on there.
Oh, it's,
If you, see
oh,
right
I
there?
got you. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Not sure where you left off.
All right. So did I cover all of that? The first, under 2, I did.
Yes.
Yep. So we're at now on number 3.
3.
Floor plan, project name Pastore Excavation, 50 Evergreen Circle, Mashpee, Mass. Date 5/12/23, scale 1/8 inch equals 1 foot, prepared by Prigan Steel, Rentham, Mass. Stamped by Theodore C. Greenlaw, Professional Engineer, number 29093. S1 floor plan, S2 elevation, S3 foundation, S4 details, S5 roof framing, S6 cross section. Number 4, condition on all town department comments read into the record, including but not limited to the Board of Health and Conservation Department comments. Number 5, condition on the comments and recommendations submitted by Pesci Engineering peer review included in the letters dated October 21st, 2023, and October 26, 2023, made part of this record. Number 6, condition on the recommendations from the Plan Review Committee dated September 19th, 2023, as part of this record. Number 7, condition that the applicant shall issue a working capital account in the amount of $5,000. The check shall be issued to the town of Mashpee to be utilized to pay for the initial peer review and for future peer review inspections and sign-offs. Number 8, any changes in the use of the contractor bays will require an application with the Zoning Board of Appeals.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great. Thank you very
project.
much. Thank you. Have a great night, everybody. Sharon, I think you found your new position.
Well, I don't talk as much.
That's why we'll be out of here an hour early.
Exactly. I know, Sharon, you're always big on moving these things along, so.
Yes.
We're happy
Well, I
to-
got to get up tomorrow morning.
I'm happy to oblige.
That's where they
All right, thanks, everybody. David, Marianne, thank you.
Right? Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You gotta approve. Yeah.
Yeah.
This,
Bill.
So someone has to make a motion to approve Ed Pesci's invoice.
Should I read it?
Yeah, do you want to do this now or wait until we finish signing?
Oh, when you finish signing.
You want me to read it, though?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Why don't we finish?
Yeah, let's finish this part up first. There you go.
You can make the motion. I don't think she needs to
Well,
be,
I'm going to read it. You want to make a motion or just read it?
what do you want, Mary Ann?
Yeah, you should read it later.
All right. It's a bill from Pesci Engineering and Associates to the Mashpee Zoning Board of Appeals regarding 50 Evergreen Circle Engineering Review Services. Initial review of project site plans and drainage calculations, 12 September 2023, 3 hours at $160, it's $480. Travel and site visits to review existing conditions, take photos, September 13th, 2023, 2.5 hours at $160, $400. Review of revised site plans dated October 10th, review of Mashpee design review, plan review, comments. Review of revised drainage calculations, review notes in preparation of engineering review report, and email to applicant's engineer and ZBA, October 21st, 15th to the 21st, 6.5 hours, at $160, $1,040. Review of revised plans dated October 24th, respond to comment letter and revised drainage calculations dated October 24th. And emails to and from Mark Dibb in preparation of the updated engineering review comments, and email to applicant's engineer and ZBA, October 26th, 3.5 hours at $160, $560. Review of revised plans and stormwater O&M plan to address final comments and email to applicant's engineer and ZBA November 1, 0.66 hours, $160, $105.60. Reimbursables, mileage expense, 46 miles, round trip to project site at 57 cents, 26.22. Site plan set copies, 24 by 36, 7 sheets, set by 3 sets, 21 at 6:15, 129.15. Plan copies, 11 by 17, color, various exhibits, color palette, drainage area plans, sheet 3, 10 at 265 each, 26.50. Photocopy expense, 8.5 by 11 color, stormwater report times 3, and other docs, 198 times .60, 118.80. Total is $2,886.27.
All those in favor,
I'll second.
We're gonna I didn't really make a motion, I just read it.
make a motion, please.
We'll consider that a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the invoice from Pesci Engineering regarding 50 Evergreen Circle for $2,886.27.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, there's about 10 copies here.
Charlie, do you want to read the next item on other business?
Other business, to approve the meeting minutes dated October 25th, 2023, previously forwarded to us by Mary Ann.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And a second, other business.
And the second is to approve the ZBA 2024 public hearing schedule furnished to us by Mary Ann.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Good night.